Good morning, San Diego, and happy Friday. Good morning, Orange County. Good morning to wherever you guys are. It is a good morning because it is Friday. I know the crypto markets have taken a small dip today. We're going to talk about all that and more. We have a lot of news to cover on the show today. We got 40 people already here with us, guys. Happy Friday. It's good to see all of you guys in here. We got Choleric. Did I say it right? I always mispronounce that. Choleric, how you doing? My Ultra Journey. We met yesterday. Jake, when music channel drop? Coming soon. Ken Bussey, how we doing? Joe Brown, AK-47. Richard Caldwell. You were here very, very early. I saw him as the first comment. Gin Token. For some reason, Gin Token, I used to always say Gino Token. Good to see you, Gin Token. Happy Friday to you. Wen Lambo, Tito Ghost Coin, Crypto Clover, One Life, no regrets. The whole entire squad is here. Crypto Latina, how we doing? Lighthouse NG, Jay Manuel, and Danny. Excuse me as I cough, guys. I've been having a little bit of a cold, right? But I think being sick, I don't want to say it's a figment of the imagination, but there are ways to control it. I still got up this morning, 6 a.m., went and got a hard workout in, doing my stream, doing my work, because that's my duty to show up for you guys through sickness or through health. I feel like I'm taking my vows. Through sickness or through health, I show up every day, 9 a.m. PST. Now, I don't want to say being sick is a figment of the imagination, but I think as a human, you can definitely make it worse or not, right? A lot of people, when they're sick, they tell themselves, oh, I'm so sick. I don't feel good. I'm going to stay in bed. I think that actually makes it worse. This whole week, I've been sick. My body has been fighting a virus, but I've still been showing up, working out. And I think actually working out in the morning helps you. Like yesterday, I skipped it. I felt worse. Today, I got out, did a hard workout. It was tough to get a hard workout in. It wasn't fun. Got a cough. There's something in my lungs. I don't know what the hell it is, guys. Someone needs. Do we have any doctors on the stream? I know Jason's a nurse, but he does behavioral health. I don't think I have any addiction issues right now, Jason. I got a sickness here, but I need something. Someone diagnosed me with something here, guys. 56 people. Make sure to smash that like button, guys. Any thoughts on Safe Moon? I haven't heard about Safe Moon in a while. What's up, Cody Thielman? How you doing? Bonsai said, pray for me. Thank you. All prayers are appreciated. I got volted. And guys, as always on Friday, you know what we do first? What do we do first, guys? When we wake up, we get our work done. Second off, we crack our Celsius. Shout out to Celsius for sponsoring the stream. They're actually not sponsors. I just say that. I say that to Rodney all the time. Let's cheers, guys, to a happy Friday. We're almost due for a haircut. Is my hair still going blonde? It was looking like my hair was going blonde, and then we saw the market pull back. Every time Volt Inu tries to run, the market just says, nope. ASMR, baby. Cheers to you guys. Happy Friday. We got a fun stream, guys. We got a fun stream plan today. What's up, Rather Be? Clapping up. The more you say it, the more you stay sick, but still take care of you. I think it's true. This weekend, guys, I'm taking the weekend off. You're not going to see me. Oh, sorry. I just unplugged my camera. That was on me. I'm taking the weekend off, guys. I will not be tweeting. I will not be on YouTube. I always say that, but it's like, I'll probably wake up tomorrow morning, first thing, check Twitter as per usual. Good morning, brother. But yes, you're right, Crypto Latina. You do have to take care of yourself, but also it's a mental thing though. If you tell yourself you're sick, I'm so sick, I don't feel good, guys, I'm so sick, please feel better, like you're going to feel worse. Get up, get after it, go make some money. That's the plan right there. All right, let's get into the show, guys. Let's take a look at the crypto market. Today, we're at a $1.01 trillion market cap. Joe Brown says that he still has faith in my hair changing colors. I hope so. I'm not ruling it out. I think that there's a huge possibility. I'm not ruling it out, guys. And make sure to smash that like button if you guys are here on the stream. We really appreciate that. That helps get this up in the YouTube algorithm. Let's get up to 50 likes before we get into that. That'd be great. So $1.01 trillion market cap. Crypto took a dip. 21,640 Bitcoin. We were literally at a $24,000 Bitcoin yesterday. Ouch. All of our portfolios are hurting. We were close to a $1,700 ETH yesterday. Ouch. BNB was at 330. Ouch. USDC was at $1. Oh my God, we're at 99 cents. Just kidding. XRP at 37 cents. Cardano at 35 cents. And guys, we do this through sickness or through health. Look at Polygon Matic though. Is this token bear market proof? Probably because Volt's going on. Probably because there's a Volt proposal, so it stays up. Is this token literally bear market proof? Polygon Matic. Rodney put out a statistic there. He said there's only one token through all of this that stayed around the same price. Let's see if he's right. So, no, he's not right at all. Rodney, you were tripping. I should have fact checked him. He said that this was like the only token that hasn't dipped. Like they're at the same price before the bull market and after, and it's not true. Although they're close. I mean, it hasn't dipped nearly as much as other ones. Yeah, actually, he actually is kind of right. We can't lie. because, before the actual dip, before the Terra Luna collapse, it was here at 150. Now it's at 120. So he's not 100% right, but he's definitely saying that compared to Ethereum, which dropped 80%, Polygon Matic is still holding up nicely. So I can't disagree. He's right in some points. Dogecoin, Solana, haters were hating us, but now we're down 16%. Not too confident in that anymore, although I still hold Solana, guys. I'm still confident. Polkadot, $6.19. Shiba Inu, $6 billion market cap. 113 people in here, guys. Welcome to the show. Make sure to smash that like. Let's get up to 50 likes here to start the stream. Polygon, up 2%. Is that because Volt? That might be because Volt is getting listed on there. Volt still holding around a $97 million market cap. Absolutely pumping, right? Pumping. And then we see the market take a correction. We've seen that a lot with Volt Inu as of late. It's like, we were pumping to all-time highs back here, and then the Terra Luna fiasco happened. Pumping to all-time highs here. FTX happened. Pumping in February. And then you just can't predict the market crashing. But you know who can predict the market crashing? The Doom King. Every Monday, guys, Macro Mondays, we go live here on the Jake Gagan Show. And if you go and listen to this week's episode, guys, on Monday, I'll show you where it's at. Dominic Ryder predicted all of this stuff. He predicted all of this stuff. Can't make it up. He literally predicted all this. So if you go here to our YouTube, you go to our live stream every Monday, we go live with Dom right here, guys. Stream 3 days ago. This dude literally predicted the market tanking, crashing, all this stuff. So make sure to come join us every Monday. It might not be what you want to hear. Right? But it's definitely what you need to hear. Let me say that again for the people in the back. It might not be what you want to hear, because you might want to hear bullish news. We're going to the moon. We're going to be millionaires. But it might be a good way for you to protect yourself, because I don't trade short term, right? I usually buy and hold. So I'm not really affected by the market swings. But if you are a day trader, you can come in here and get some knowledge from Dom, where he's giving you some insight, and you might say, oh shit, like Dom's thinking that we're going to go down. I might take some profits. But like I said, we never give financial advice, but it's just good to know and hear what other people have to say. Good morning, Edward. How you doing? Buck Dragon in the house. Jake the Great. Alexander the Great. Volkanovski is fighting this weekend against Islam Makhachev. Good UFC fight this weekend, guys. We have the Super Bowl this weekend. No crypto ads on the Super Bowl this weekend. Why is your nose red? I don't know. Probably because I'm sick and I've been blowing it a lot. Is it red? Why is your nose red, Digital School? Man, Dom the Duke King was right about a Black Swan event. Dom predicts gains instead. Dude, he used to predict gains all the time, but it's like he's right because he does a lot of research. You guys, like, I only bring on like good people to the show, right? We got Pablo and Power. They've been in the Volt Army. They're just great people to bring on the show. We had King Ghazi last week. Me and Rodney, we have a lot of fun. And the Doom King, like literally, that is a show that I sit here, guys, with my pen and paper every Monday, and I listen to what Dom's going to say, and I write it down, and I make sure in everything he predicted last week. He was talking about bond yields and interest curves and stuff that I don't even really understand. And most of that stuff came out to be very, very true. Morning, Bree. How you doing? Good to see Bree in the hizzle. Shout out to Bree. Good to see you in here. People are saying I'm doing blow. No, I don't do blow, guys. That's one party favor that I do not like at all. I don't like it. I've done it before. It makes you very anxious, It's like once you do that, you want to do more right away. It's like you want to do more. It makes you anxious. That's one of the party favors that I'm least bullish on. Don't get me wrong. I love the information Dom puts out. Very informative. It is. Most people are like bullish. You want to hear just all bullish shit. Like, I want to hear bullish stuff. I love Dom so much. I hate having him on here because I know most of the time he's gonna make bearish predictions and bearish news, but it's important. You need to hear that. And he's right. So it's like, I would rather have someone on here that's bearish and right than have someone on here that's bullish and wrong. I'll say that again for the people in the back. I would rather have someone on here that is bearish and right than bullish and wrong. Everybody spam the comments. Say, what's up to NZ? NZ, happy Friday. Hopefully you're having a good day here today. Let's get into a fun fact here from Watcher Guru. Watcher Guru says, 64% of Americans are living paycheck to paycheck. This is a sad statistic. Let's ask this to the actual Americans in here, guys. If you're an American, are you living paycheck to paycheck? 64% of people are. Are you living paycheck to paycheck? It's crazy. So I worked in Silicon Valley, where the average salary after commissions is over 100K. And most of my friends, we lived in San Francisco. When I was working at that job, guys, I was making probably 120K a year, which is a lot of money, right? Like that's a good amount of money. That was the most I ever made at the time. And I was pretty much living paycheck to paycheck. I was like saving some. I was investing some. I was able to have vacations and nice trips, but like essentially living paycheck to paycheck. So I don't know what it is. I think that the corporate system is broken. I think the system is broken, right? I mean, the rents are too high. Like rent in California is way too high. The cost of living in California, especially, is way too high, and they don't pay you enough. But these people get you with these like salaries. I remember my salary at my job; it was salary plus commission, but my salary was 70K. My salary was 70K, and I was like, "Holy shit, $70,000!" And you get a chance to make another 45K in commission. I'm like, I'm gonna make 125K. That's money, which it is. But guess what? 125K in California is 60K after taxes, right? They take literally close to half, especially if you're a sales commission worker. So now you're at 60K. And now you got to factor in your investments. That's what, 10 to 15K a year. Now you're at 45K. Now you got to factor in rent. That's 20K a year. Now you got to factor in your food. Now you got to factor in your travel. Now you got to factor in your Christmas gifts. Now you got to factor in your gas. Now you got to factor in your bills. It's like, now you got to factor in your student loans. It's like, dude, making 100K in America nowadays is absolutely nothing, which is sad. That's one thing that they do in Silicon Valley is they get you with these like massive like salaries. Like, we're going to give you $85,000. And when you think about it, $85,000 sounds like a lot. But then you realize, oh, well, Gavin Newsom and the California government's going to take half. So now I'm at 40K plus rent. It's like, dude, it's just so expensive. So let me ask the chat, guys. What do you guys think? How do we fix this? How do we fix this? And do you guys see this in other areas? Same in New York. It's expensive making 100K plus. Do you guys see this in other areas too? I mean, are you guys living paycheck to paycheck? I think it is. Susan, I agree with you. It's completely broken. I do better than paycheck to paycheck, so I guess I'm one of the lucky people. Good for you. Good for you, Joe Brown. And sorry, guys, if I'm coughing on the stream. I am sick, but I still wanted to make sure that I show up for you guys. Cali is crazy expensive. Cost of living is high as hell in California. Yeah, my acai bowls are $25. I stay in Texas, make six figures, and live comfortably. Really? Yeah, I might need to move to Texas. What part of Texas are you in, Ricky? I make 80K, and it used to be comfortable. Used to be comfortable. Yeah. Bottom line, California's a failed state, and I can't wait to leave. I've been saying that for like 6 years, but I, for some reason, still stay here. It's a failed state, but it's a fun state. In Ohio, I live 100K is pretty good living because cost of living is low. Yeah, I agree. Guys, we're at the 12-minute mark, 58 likes. Let's get to 75 likes, and let's also take a sip of our caffeine because we like to stay caffeinated on the Jake Hagan Show. Cheers to you. Someone asked me, who do I think is going to win? Alexander Volkanovski or Islam? My gut says Islam, but it's hard to bet against Alexander Volkanovski. Shout out to Buck Dragon for being part of the Future Millionaires. We appreciate you supporting the channel, guys. If anybody wants to support the channel and join the channel, you can hit the join button. You become a Future Millionaire. We're going to put some cool icons next to your guys' names as well. Or you can just hit subscribe. That means a lot as well, you guys. If you haven't yet, please subscribe to the YouTube channel. Now, yesterday, I met up with one of our YouTube channel members, My Ultra Journey. We had lunch here in Orange County. We had a good time, guys. We had a lot of fun. It's nice to meet our friends in person. I think the next meetup that we'll do is in Miami. We'll do Gilbert Burns is fighting April 8th. So if anybody wants to meet up in Miami, I think me and Rodney will be there. Would love to meet you guys all. But this was me and My Ultra Journey here in Orange County yesterday. We had a nice lunch, healthy lunch, baby. Talking about life, having fun. It was good to see you. My Ultra Journey. Cold storage wallets are good. Jake Paul or Tommy Furry. What's up, Scottish? How you doing, brother? I got Jake Paul. We're full here in Texas for you, Jake. We're full here in Texas, but for you, send it. I will be there. I'm going to be respectful, guys. I'm going to push my mute button whenever I have to cough. That way I don't cough in your guys' ears, right? I want to make sure that my voice sounds like a DJ AM radio voice. 9 a.m. PST every morning with Jake Gagan. My Ultra Journey said good times. It was a good time. Now we got to do it again when Rodney comes up here, and we'll have some whiskey. We'll go have a nice steak dinner or something. What do you guys think, Jake Paul or Tommy Fury? I definitely think Jake Paul will knock him out. Some of the Volt ladies will be there in Miami. Let's go. It's going to be a party in Miami. April 8th. Get your tickets, guys. Get your flights. Get your hotels. The fight is officially in Miami. And we're going to try to do some sort of an after party, a Volt Inu sponsored after party or Volt Inu Gilbert Burns after party. I think it'll be good. Raphael Betancourt said, in the UK, cost of living is crazy expensive now. You cannot afford to live in London on 40K per year salary. What are the taxes like there? But 40K, and sorry, one burpee. I forgot to do the cough button. What are the taxes like there? But 40K per year is like, 40K per year here is like 20K. It's tough. 40K used to be a lot. What's up, Bulldog? Bulldog said, what's up, Jake? Happy Friday to the Volt Army. Happy Friday, guys. Let's get into some Volt news here. Let's get into the Volt news here, guys. Smash that like button if you're part of the Volt army. We have 68 likes. Shout out to our Lake, Jake Aiken, representing the Jake Aiken Show. 20% taxes. That's really good. All right, Volt Inu. First ever DAO proposal is live. If the proposal is approved in 7 days, the bridge liquidity will be reduced by burning 44.85 trillion worth of Volt, worth $56 million at the time, and also a migration to the Polygon listing. Let's put a guess in, guys. I haven't even seen this yet. How many people do you think have viewed this post? I think yesterday it was like 750K. How many people do you think have viewed this post? And I hand on the Bible, or hand on the Torah, hand on the Quran, whatever you believe. I haven't seen it yet. I'm going to go with 823,000. What do you guys say? How many people do you think have viewed this post today? I'm going to refresh it. 823,000. I haven't even seen it either. So I wouldn't lie to you guys. We keep it real on the stream. 900K. People say 900K. I say 823K. 900K. Ricky, Bulldog. That's insane, guys. Over close to 1 million people have seen this. That might be a video right there. I might make a video. Is that a dumb video to make? Hey, guys, over 1 million people have seen an Twitter post. But here's the proposal, guys. There was some confusion. I think it was just from the community regarding the burn, but to back up the Volt devs, right? It's been very, very clear from the beginning. Like it's not like they said, like, we're going to burn the circulating supply and then changed it. Like from the beginning, it's always said that they're going to burn the bridge liquidity. The bridge liquidity will be reduced. They're taking a move from Shiba Inu. I think it's a good move because I have looked recently. There's been a lot of hacks on the cross-chain bridges. So having the Volt liquidity on the cross-chain bridge is some sort of a risk, a security risk. So I'm bullish on this, guys. It's going to be a huge burn, one of the biggest burns in the DeFi space that we've seen. And unless something extreme happens here, this thing is going to pass. It's going to pass on February 12th. So on Sunday, mute button there, respectful of my audience, right? Mute button there. February 12th on Sunday at 1:50 p.m. This will pass, guys. What are your thoughts, guys? Let me know in the comments right now. Are you bullish on this? Are you bullish on this? Are you bearish on the burn? What are your thoughts here? I think most people are in favor, obviously, as you can see, 99.97%. And then also a bridge to the Polygon network, which Polygon seems to be bear market resistant. I mean, the volume is up to a $1.2 billion. There's over 200 million individual addresses. There's over 200 million individual addresses on Polygon. So there's 589,000 holders of the actual Polygon token. But if you actually look at Optimum Hustle posted a tweet the other day that there's over 2 million wallets that are on the Polygon blockchain, right? So imagine a Uniswap wallet. There's over 2 million of those. So Polygon, absolutely bullish. I don't own any Polygon. I should probably own some Polygon. Do you guys own any Polygon? You guys own any Polygon? Let me know in the comments, guys. Let me know in the comments if you do own any Polygon. NZ's bullish. She's not just bullish. She's bullish AF. Volt, bullish. Burn it down. Yeah, I think that the burn is going to be happening here on Monday unless any unforeseen circumstances happen, guys. Unforeseen circumstances. It looks like it's going to be happening. I highly recommend, guys, everybody, to go in here and just read through this again. We read it with Rodney yesterday, but it's not. It's more complicated in the crypto space. I'm sure Voltoshi is sitting there and he's like, it's very simple. You know, we're just going to burn the bridge liquidity. It's like, but you got to understand, like, most people that invest in crypto don't understand even what a bridge is. They don't even understand how, like, tokens get from Ethereum blockchain to the Binance Smart Chain to the Polygon blockchain. I mean, I don't even understand it too well. You know, it's like, it's complicated shit. But he does a great job of explaining it here in this article. So I would highly recommend reading through this article maybe a couple times so you understand it, Googling what it means, you know, so you can get a better idea. And it looks like everybody has voted. Someone voted with 1.2 trillion vote. That's a lot of vote. Warren B said everyone should have some Matic. Okay. Is that financial advice, Warren? Warren, is that financial advice? Warren, we don't give financial advice, but is that financial advice? We're at the 20-minute mark, guys. As always, on the 20-minute mark, we drink our Celsius. Cheers, guys. NZ, you got a Celsius? Ricky, you got a Celsius? 78 likes. We can get up to 100. Hit that thumbs up on that like button. It's Friday, guys. We're having fun here on this beautiful Friday. What's up, Barry the Turtle? Bury the Turtles in here. We're going to be talking about Saitama. They bought their first property today, maybe this week, which we have questions about. I got to know about it, but it is pretty cool. Here we are. Volt Inu. Volta 2 announced 9 Lives token as the 86th project using the Volta Change widget to provide their users with an easy way to buy and burn their supply. Mass adoption is officially here. 86 tokens, 86 projects have now supported Volt Inu and added the Volta Change website widget to their website. This should not be overlooked, guys. I promise you, this should not be overlooked. If you were another token, you started your project today and you said, hey, let's try to get as many tokens to add our website widget. You know how many would do it? Probably 0, probably 2, because they'd feel bad for you. 86 tokens. 86 projects are coming behind Volt to support Volt. That should not be overlooked. That should not be overlooked, guys. This is how true mass adoption happens. 9 Lives Network. Never heard about them. But look, they have, like, it's a no-brainer. If I was a token developer, it's a no-brainer. They have 711 followers. What's the best way to get in front of a massive audience? To just add their website widget. I mean, this post right here got 3,000 views already. Comments galore. Everybody's commenting on it. We're talking about it here on the Jake Hagan Show. I mean, it's a no-brainer. If you're a token developer and you're not adding the Volta Change website widget to your website, what's wrong with you? Do you not understand marketing? Do you not understand free marketing? Do you not want to support a truly decentralized project? What's wrong? If I was invested in a token and they didn't put the Volta Change website widget on their website, I would have second thoughts. I would say, what's wrong with you guys? This is free marketing. Shout out to AZ UAE. All the world will be voltage. Shout out to you. Thank you so much for the AED donation. Is that a Dubai currency? United Arab Emiratis currency? And beautiful baby. Beautiful baby. That looks like a beautiful, beautiful baby that you have there. Congratulations on that. One day I will be a father just like you. And thank you so much for the donation. Is that a Dubai currency? Because I might have to come to Dubai and spend it, baby. That's on my bucket list right now, guys. Bleaves said go. Bleaves, where are we going? Bleaves is just yelling go. Bleaves, I need to talk to you, Bleaves. Bleaves has been boycotting my stream, guys. I want Bleaves on here all the time. I say, Bleaves, can you come on my show? We have the best banter in the world. He's like, nope, Jake, nope. Can't come on your show anymore. Come on, Bleaves. We got Bury the Turtle supporting Volt. Let's go. It is a Dubai currency. All right, well, Bleaves, maybe we have to take the trip to Dubai. Ricky drinks C4. Ricky, I don't know how good that is for you. Ricky, I'm not a doctor. But I don't know how good that is for you. I think that shit's like crack, right? What uppers? What uppers, Jake? What uppers? What uppers? What's up? We can't today, Bleaves, because I have a guest joining us in like 20 minutes. Actually, my older brother, Scott, is joining us. He's doing some work in the crypto space on the play to earn game side of it. But he's a motion graphics guy. He'll explain it here in a second. But they did a project, Lethos Entertainment. You guys have seen me talk about this project before. They did a project with like the #1 TikTok influencer in the world, Michael Lee. So we're going to share some of that insight here. Voltoshi said in the Telegram, at least one of the next 14 on Volta Change is a top 100 project. Bullish AF. One of the next 14 that gets listed. That's going to be big. Where's the celery drink? We got rid of those. Honestly, guys, there's 2 things I want to point out. And sorry, I'm sick, guys. I'm going through it here. If I'm picking my nose and doing all that, don't judge me. 2 things I want to point out. Since I did the thumbnail with Power spooning me, Volt is up 2.5x. But since I drank that godforsaken celery juice, I have been sick ever since. So you'll never see me drink another celery juice, guys. Literally. Like ever since I drank the celery juice, I've been sick. Coincidence? I think not. Power spooning Jake live stream? Pumping? I think not. I think not. I got roasted for that. I mean, how was the one this week, though? How was the one this week? Was it a little bit better? How was the one? I think it was a little bit better, guys. One of my favorite influencers, Altcoin Gordon, 400,000 followers on Twitter, is tweeting about Volt. You know how big this is? Like, I saw so many people tweet about Volt, probably because it gets so much engagement. I saw Zach Humphreys come out of the woodworks. I saw Austin Hilton come out of the woodworks. We got Altcoin Gordon tweeting about Volt. They said, now I know why Volt has been pumping. Second leg loading started as a meme coin play for me last year, but I'm still holding, and the team keeps building and delivering. And this doesn't even look like it's a sponsored advertisement, or at least he didn't put advertisement. I think he's a holder of Volt and he's tweeting about it. But Altcoin Gordon has about 400,000+ followers on here. 406,000 followers, guys, and he's tweeting about Volt Inu. And like I said, I don't think it's an advertisement because usually he puts like hashtag ad in his tweets. So I think this is just a tweet about a project he's bullish on, just like you tweet about Ethereum or you tweet about XRP. He's tweeting about Volt. Big news here. Altcoin Gordon, did you guys see this? One burpee. I didn't mute the cough. Sorry, guys. Power was whispering in Pablo's ear. Let's pull that up. I want to pull that up. Okay, so yeah, people are living paycheck to paycheck. New background, guys. Let me know your thoughts on this, guys. I had the same lady that makes the Fiverr artwork make this. I said, just please make the background. Just don't make me spoon anybody. Just don't make me spoon anybody. So I was like, do it by myself. But like, her thumbnails are good, huh? I mean, like the background, it looks like I'm in a spaceship. 1000x your life, not just crypto, guys. Don't just 1000x your crypto portfolio. 1000x your life, 1000x your relationships, 1000x your workout routines, 1000x your fitness, 1000x your mental health. We're not here just to work in crypto, guys. We're here to 1000x our life. We will be changing this bucket hat photo here pretty soon. But what did I want to show you? I wanted to show you. Oh, it's so far down here. It's so far down here. I got BitBoy Crypto's book. We're going to be giving you a full review here in just a second. There's a reason that Pablo didn't show up on the stream, guys. What's up, Stevie Crypto? There's a reason that Pablo didn't show up on the stream this week, guys. And this was why. No, I think it's just, I mean, in my Fiverr lady's defense, guys, the lady that makes the thumbnails on Fiverr, in her defense, first off, she lives in Bangladesh. Second off, it's probably really tough to like, put 3 people on there. And also in her defense, the photo that Power sent me, he's like sitting at a table like this. So it's like, it's not like he's face on, right? And Pablo as well. Pablo's kind of sideways too. So in her defense, I think that they need to send me they need to send me some headshots. I'm going to say, Power, Pablo, if you guys don't want to spoon each other, like you need to send me full on headshots like this. Smiling, right? What watch is on your wrist? That's a Rolex. A little Submariner. I got this in December 2021. Crypto markets were pumping. I was like, you know what? I'm going to buy myself a nice watch. Good purchase too, guys. When you get a Rolex too, I feel like it's almost like you join an exclusive club. Like the amount of conversations I've had from wearing this Rolex is worth every dollar I spent on it. Like I'll be at a bar and some gentleman will come up and be like, nice Rolex. I just got a date just. And I'm like, oh, nice. I like the date justs. And we get into conversations. Where are you from? What do you do? Where do you work? It's opened up a lot of doors. So, and it's a good investment. You can make good investments. You can make bad investments. My Tesla that I purchased, arguably a decent investment, right? It's going to go down in value, but it's also nice to drive. It's fun to drive. You feel good driving a nice car. My other car that I had was my brother's hand-me-down 2015 Volkswagen Passat. Nothing wrong with it, but you feel better driving a nice car. But a Rolex, I think, it's always going to go up in value for the most part. It will always go up in value. Jake, how do we buy the Volt Heart? Is such thing as a Volt Heart? I want a Volt Heart. The Volt hats should be going on soon. Optimum Hustle said he said, hey Jake, I'm in Amsterdam meeting some people from the Volt Army, and I'm going to be doing an absolute bender. So we'll get the Volt hats out. That's what he said. He said he's going to be doing a bender. Will you be home? Will you be home hair dyeing next week? Volt Blonde or at the barbershop? Look, I made an appointment for next week to get my haircut. No, I got an appointment to get my haircut 2:15, and I got another appointment on like 2:27. So I made the appointment. I hope I go blonde. Well, Toshi, he said, that's why I'll never dox. Don't want to get spooned. Oh, man. Don't want to get spooned on Jake's thumb, though. Guys, that's why you want a dev like this, guys. You want a dev that's in here on the Jake Gagan show joking around. But Voltoshi, I wouldn't make you just send me a photo. It's very simple. Send me a photo head on, and it's impossible. It's literally impossible to spoon. But I'll post the photos that Pablo and Power sent me. You guys can see them. Like they're sideways. But I honestly can't. The other one's so far gone, I'd have to dig deep, but I can't go. The other one was unexcusable. This one, they're not spooning, at least. The other one was like legitimately. Power had his hands around my hips. It was pretty strange. I can't lie. Very, very strange. I can't lie. Push up. I actually am going to start doing push-ups, guys, when I cough on you guys, because it's just disrespectful. Shout out to Voltoshi, guys. We appreciate you. You spoon the impossible. Spoons are bullish. Honestly, though, we cannot lie, guys. Like, I'm a numbers guy. I really am. And the day that we went live was February 1st. Look what happened. I mean, look what happened since Spoon. February 1st, guys. Spoon thumbnail goes live. Absolutely parabolic. Volt Army shits on Jake for Spoon thumbnail. Little pullback. Guess what's happening next Wednesday, guys? It's going to be the triple spoon. It's going to be the triple spoon, and we're going to see this thing pump thousands of percents. Spoon bullish, baby. The spoon is absolutely bullish here today. Now, I want to chat about a few other things. We saw this recently. Oh, this is the last thing with Volt. Not the last thing. We're talking about Volt a little bit more, but this was the most recent post. $18 million in daily volume. This was a meme coin that started from nothing. Now they're doing $18 million in daily volume. Why is this important? If you're an exchange, guys, you want a chunk of this. If you're an exchange, you're saying, wait, you guys are doing $18 million in daily volume. They understand that they take a percentage of every trade, right? Coinbase takes what, $2 in every trade. Binance takes a little bit. Imagine if you had $18 million coming in your exchange. Volt is a hot token. It's already on 108 exchanges. They said, what could be next? Probably a tier 1 exchange listing. If I'm a tier 1 exchange, guys, and I see this volume right here, I say, hey, Volt. Call Voltoshi. Hey, Voltoshi, I saw you comment on the Jake Gagan show about spooning, but we don't want to spoon. We want to get you on our exchange. This is a big number here, guys. Most tokens aren't even doing half of this. Most tokens aren't even doing a third of this. So $18 million in volume. And the last thing to note here for Volt Inu, they surpassed me in Twitter followers like I've never seen. Hashtag jealous. They got 163,000 Twitter followers, guys. They were at like 120,000 followers earlier this week. Insane here, guys. Everybody's following it, but this comes from the massive outreach, right? This is another thing that's overlooked. People don't see this, but this is marketing, right? When you have guys like Altcoin Gordon tagging Volt Inu, this probably got them 1,000 to 5,000 followers, right? When you have Zach Humphreys, Austin Hilton, all these different people, Ladybug tweeting about Volt Inu, it gets the team followers. This guy right here, Flashcast, 11,000. 300,000 on YouTube, though. He's tweeting about Volt Inu and the Binance feed as well. So I want to chat about Kraken next. Crypto exchange Kraken shuts down staking following the SEC charges, guys. Let me know your thoughts on this in the comments here right now. I want to see what the community thinks here today. Kraken shuts down their staking following the SEC charges. Gary Gensler, the SEC, the head of the SEC, put out this argument or this video. I watched it, and he makes some valid points, guys, because essentially what he's saying is staking as a service is high risk. He's saying that we need some sort of a guarantee as an investor. He's like, when you stake on Coinbase or when you stake on Kraken, let's just use them as an example, you don't know where the money is going. And it's true. You stake, you give their money, you give them your money. They can use it, they can buy it, they can sell it, they can invest it, they can intermingle it with other companies. And he's saying that we just need some regulation. So when I first heard the news, I was like, no. I was like, dude, no. Like, I don't want the government involved at all. But after I watched this video, he's trying to protect American citizens. At least that's what he's saying he's trying to do. Thankless HQ said, why are you restricting opportunities for U.S. citizens, Gary? You're preventing crypto wealth from staying inside the U.S. Kraken, no push-up. Kraken FX has been serving U.S. customers for 12 years now. Now capital will go off to sketchy offshore platforms like it did with FTX. And then everybody's favorite human in the world, Richard Hart, said, unpopular opinion. Middleman staking, which is on a exchange, is just another not your keys, not your coin situation. Be a man and stake your own coins. Guys, if only there was a crypto project that was going to be offering staking here on their decentralized exchange. Is there one? Shall we flex? VoltiFlex, decentralized exchange, which is going to be offering staking. Obviously, guys, I'm not telling you if you're in America that you should do this. Obviously, if you're in other places, I think that it's a good situation. But Richard Hart, he's right. I mean, like, why would you stake your crypto on Coinbase where you are giving them your keys when you can stake it on a decentralized platform, right? Middleman staking, just stake your own keys. That's kind of what they're saying here. But you have to be cautious with what you said. Bring Believes on. I have two guys joining me here in a few minutes. My older brother and the CEO of Litos. I want to show you their videos, guys, because This shit is absolutely dope. I also want to see if Voltoshi stays on. Maybe I can connect him with my brother to make a Volt video, VoltiFlex video. Because wait till you see these graphics, guys. Like I'm talking about like the most professional stuff you'll probably see all day. Like you're going to be blown away. Kira Girl said SEC allows all banks a grace period to change and comply to regulations. Guidance, give them some grace period to centralized exchanges. VoltiFlex is Jin token. Can't wait for Volt to be listed on there. Believe said non-custodial staking. Krakens were bribed to shut down. Warning shot from SEC to Binance, etc. Yeah, I mean, we'll see what happens. But I mean, if you watch that video, guys, like I understand you can read headlines, but if you watch this video from Gary Gensler, it's hard to not agree with some of the stuff he says. Because I mean, think about 2022, guys. Terra Luna went down, right? We saw staking platforms in America like Voyager, like Celsius go down. They were using customers' funds. You didn't know where it was going. We saw FTX go down. It's like he has every right to make this video. Kind of cheesy with the stake, not stake, but he does make some good points when it comes to staking here in America. At least that's kind of what I agree. Ready for another tier 1 Voltoshi? Excited for that. McGuire said agree. What do you agree with, McGuire? What I said or with what Kira Girl said? Burpee. Sorry. Oh, you guys are burpee. I got to stop coughing. But I will be sick. Or do you agree with what Richard Hart said? I won't be sick next week, guys. Next Monday when we go live. On Macro Mondays, guys, I want all of you guys to show up because the Doom King, Dominic Ryder, he really predicted all of this shit, guys. He predicted literally, I was like, where do you think we're going to be? He's like, probably around a 21K Bitcoin. I was like, what? We were at 24K. I was like, there's no way. Here we are today. And last thing I want to cover before we bring on my brother in the Lethos team, Saitama SaitaRealty has purchased their first property. The Damac Lagoons 4-bedroom villa in Dubai is just the first of many properties that will be added to the SaitaRealty portfolio. We are delivering our roadmap ahead of time. So say SaitaRealty, it has been pumping. We can't lie. I don't own any. 900% in 90 days. This is the first property they've acquired. Now, this is the first of a kind for this token, right? We've never seen a token launch and then offer rewards in terms of physical property. That's kind of why I stayed away. I was like, how are they going to do this? But at least they're executing. They purchased their first token. Here, the position is now live. The Damac Lagoons in Dubai, UAE. It looks sick. What are your thoughts on this? I don't know how it's going to work, to be completely honest, but they're executing. I want to see how it works. If they're able to execute on that, it's pretty dope. But it's like, how do you buy property and then offer rewards in USDT? It's going to be interesting. I would love for the dev team to explain. I need to reach out to Russ. Maybe we can get Russ on here to explain it because it's interesting. But congrats to SaitaRealty. Look, people hated on Saitama. They went after them. But there's one thing. I've been following the team, following the token for the past year, right? They've been executing. They've been rolling out utility. They're purchasing property. They're executing on their game plan. McGuire said, I do not know how that will work. Sounds fishy. Nice house for Russ. Russ has a nice house in Texas, I believe. But guys, we're at the 38-minute mark, and we're going to be bringing on my older brother as well as the CEO of Lethos. So guys, if you want to meet, and this is actually my older brother, no joke. Same father, different mother. We're going to be bringing him on. And I can't wait to show you his work. So let's hit that like button, guys, and let's bring on my older brother, Scott. And guys, do me a favor. Spam the comments with Scott. Make him feel loved. It's his first time on the Jay Gagan Show. Make him feel loved. I want to see so many Scotts that face smiles. Let's bring on my older brother, Scott Gagan. Scott, how are we doing?
Hey, Jake. How are you?
I'm doing good. How you doing?
Good to see you as always.
People might be wondering, Jake, is Scott really your older brother? Scott, are we actually brothers?
We are actually brothers. Yeah.
Scott's the much better looking brother, as you can see. He's got the hat on. He's got the blurred background. But so Scott and I have the same father. Scott is my older brother. He lives here in Los Angeles, California. Scott, give him a little background about your your work, what you've done, because we're going to show the videos on TikTok, but like your motion capturing work, etc.
Yeah, I mean, I come from the world of motion capture and animation. Have been in it since about 1996. It's been a long career, but in about 2011, I stepped away from the service industry just to kind of pursue a more creative role for myself, because I've always been in sort of the executive producer role where it's basically sales, where you're in charge of bringing all the work into the studios that you're working for. So over the course of about 15 years, I was running a studio called Motion Analysis. And then shortly after that, I moved to a place called House of Moves, both of which work on pretty much every video game, movie, television show you can think of, if it has motion capture in it. So it was a long history of lots of different productions. What we're going to be talking about today is quite different for me because it's really my first time directing a live action piece, which is a completely different world. And we'll
shit's sick, guys. Wait till you see this. And guys, if there's any whether it's Volt or any crypto people or your community, like wait till you see this work. I think that this work needs to be done with every crypto project. Obviously, it's like you can't get. I mean, you guys got Michael Lee, who's probably one of the biggest influencers on TikTok.
Yeah, and he's quite fun to work with. He's got almost 53 million followers.
You guys know who Michael Lee is, guys? Let me know in the chat. I don't know if this is a huge TikTok crowd, but I remember seeing him dance. He's got 52 million followers. But as you guys know, we don't use TikTok on this platform. This Chinese spyware, they steal your Wi-Fi. They do all that. Hold on, that's not showing. I pulled up his TikTok on the other one. Let's pull it up right here, guys. He's got 52.2 million followers. He's a celebrity. This is him.
When you think about the number 52 million, it's kind of bonkers because of the fact that I think the whole entire state of California has 40 something million. So he literally has, more than every single person in the state of California.
Insane.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it's absolutely insane. Let's go ahead and show. Can we show the first episode here?
Yeah, I mean, is Mike coming on as well?
I sent him the link. Okay. And it's in his Twitter. Maybe if you want to text him and say, hey, the link is in your Twitter DM.
Just to give a little context, though, with this, so Michael's company Lethos is creating a game called Ashfall, right? So what we're doing here is kind of an ode to Saturday morning cartoons or Sunday morning comics, right? So each week we're rolling out an episode that relates to the game Ashfall. So we have 5 episodes that are rolling out over the course of 5 weeks, and currently we've rolled out number 1 and 2, and this Sunday episode 3 comes out. They're each of these episodes are short form, so they're really only about 35 to 45 seconds long, which is kind of an interesting new way of doing things, I think.
Yeah, I mean, it's short form content is what wins, but you guys have probably seen Michael Lee on TikTok. Let's go ahead, and Scott, let me know if you can give it a listen to.
Mike is saying, where's the link?
It's in his Twitter DMs.
In your Twitter DMs.
We'll play the first episode and then we'll bring Mike on, but this is the Michael Lee TikTok with Lethos. Can you hear the audio too?
Yeah.
Whoa, what?
Absolutely insane. I mean, like the work is incredible, guys. Let me know what you think in the chat. And people are commenting Volted because he looks Volted there, but the work is absolutely insane. That's episode 1. How many episodes is this series?
5.
5 episodes. We have 2. We're going to show 2 in a second. Let me just make sure I can send Mike the link to again. It's in his DMs, but I'll send it. But so we have 2 that's out. And when is episode 3 coming out?
Sunday. It usually comes out in the morning, right before lunchtime, West Coast Pacific Standard Time.
Nice. And you can see people are saying, people are loving it, guys. People are loving it. Let us know your thoughts. Let Scott know. I mean, how long did this whole series take? Because it's a 34-second video. It's like, how long does it take to shoot all that?
Well, we had 4 days of shooting scheduled, which we completed. We had 2 days on set at a place called Willow Studios downtown, which is like an old meat processing plant. I actually did all the location scouting for different kind of creepy venues. And that one stood out because it's literally one of the only basements in all of Los Angeles.
Wow.
There's not many. Yeah, there's really not a lot of basements that you can find. And this one is extra creepy. So there's a lot of it upped our production value quite a bit.
Hell yeah. Well, let's get into episode 2 here, guys. And I think you're gonna like this one. There's a lot of electricity volts. People are saying volted. This is a lot of the Volt Army is in this stream. So let's go and check out episode 2 now. This is episode 2 of the Lethos partnership with Michael Lee. And let me know if you can hear the audio as well. Episode 2 is now live. It looks incredible, bro. Like it's absolutely insane. The work is incredible.
Look, it's a different type of a thing. It's we set out to create something that was kind of comic booky, trying to basically feed the audience that Michael Lee has, the 52 million followers that he has, create something that isn't too long and that tells a story. It was a heck of a process. So you were asking before, how long did it take?
Yeah.
We had 4 days of shooting, but over those 4 days, we probably did about 10, 12-hour days on set.
Wow.
The other 2 days outside of Willis Views were at a green screen stage, where we shot just basically trying to complete the shot lists. The storyboards that we had. So we had storyboards for each episode, and we had to crank through all that within 4 days. But in the end, we ended up having to do 2 more pickup days. Six to 7 days of shooting.
People want to hire you. I'm telling you, man, the work is incredible. And like, there's a lot of electricity bolts, guys. If you want to check out the project, we've had Lethos on here for quite some time. Hopefully we get the CEO Mike on here. I just sent him the link again, but Mike is an absolute stud. He's built many games in the actual gaming industry, but this is their project, Lethos Entertainment. We've had them on here for some AMAs. They're on the H-Bar network, and they're building a game. They're building Ashfall, which is their AAA game. Very, very, very bullish on this project, guys. Very, very bullish on this team. And obviously, it's like the partnership with Michael Lee is absolutely massive.
I've known Michael Mumbauer, the CEO of the company, for probably 20 years. He and I have been doing productions in motion capture for just far too long. It's interesting how fast time flies by.
Absolutely. And guys, this is the link. It's Lethos, Liithos Entertainment.
Did you
Funny story too?
Did you send the link to his email?
No, it's on his Twitter DMs.
Okay, so I'm gonna send him the link real quick. Just 1 second.
No worries. Oh, he's here. We'll bring him on right now.
Okay, great.
He's in the chat, guys. So this is the CEO of Lethos Entertainment, absolute stud, Michael Mumbauer. Mike, how we doing? Welcome to the show.
Good, thank you. I'm driving. Sorry, I'll be back. I just have to pick up some things for the family. So I'm not on video, but will be momentarily as soon as I land.
No worries, brother. We just showed episode 1 and episode 2, and the whole audience got 150 people in here. They're all super impressed. I mean, what's been your thoughts on that? From starting this project, developing the game, and then partnering with one of the biggest influencers in the world, Michael Lee.
Yeah, it's been surreal. Like, to be honest, one of the things that Scott and I have known each other for way too long. I think we're 2 decade dogs. We're 2 old decade dogs. 2 decades, I think. So I sit there and I threw an idea at him when I was originally talking to Michael, brainstorming of what would be interesting to do, and Scott just totally got it, and we kind of just worked on this idea of, well, how could we make something unique that hasn't been done before? And the idea of doing a serialized short comic series, something that was under a minute, 30 seconds, because we're kind of doing this comic anyway, and it was this is a serialized live action comic series, and then we kind of do a digital collectible NFT to celebrate each episode, and everybody sort of just kind of got it right off the bat. Scott had a vision in his head that was, super crystal clear. I went episode 3 when it drops this week in the next couple days. is my favorite. I mean, it's like it's the, you know, Scott and crew, you know, went above and beyond trying to make something almost like a Bruce Lee, Jackie Chan movie in you know 40 seconds. It's pretty incredible, to be honest. So I love the whole thing. It's been really fun.
It is.
Yeah, the key was honestly pulling together the right people to do the job. We brought in a stunt coordinator by the name of Darren Ross, Derron Ross. He's stunt coordinated all the movies that you guys can think of, tons of different video games, and I knew that if I brought him on, the fights would end up looking really, really realistic and top notch. So
is there a fight scene? Because I haven't seen a fight scene. Can we expect a fight scene in episode 3?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a really, like I said, 3 is action packed for 40 seconds. Like, it's one of these things that's like, you know, the whole sort of Sunday comic idea is, you know, you go in on Sunday, you pick up your newspaper and you see your favorite comic strip, whatever, of the, you know, this is back in the day. They used to do like adventure comics like The Phantom or even Spider-Man. And you'd have 6 or 8 panels, and you basically have to tell this really interesting story and leave on a cliffhanger. And that was the model for this, is like, okay, well, where does that apply today? And it seemed like, you know, platforms like TikTok were like the right place to attempt something like this. Big audiences, short form content. And the biggest challenge is, well, how can you entertain audiences and actually tell something compelling and not lose the story? Like, it has to be simple enough, but lose it for such a short period of time. So it's been such a fun experiment, really something, you know, truly revolutionary.
Yeah. It was a challenge for sure. There was no doubt it was a challenge. Live action is far harder than or more complicated than motion capture in my view, because you really have to get everything on each day, and if you don't get through stuff, you have to roll it over to the next shoot days, which is, you know, it's hard. It was really challenging, but we got it. And at the end of the day, like Michael said, when we were talking recently, just because we're handling the edits on the post side, had we not gotten as much content as we got on each of those shoot days, we wouldn't have as much to pick from on the post side, right, Mike?
Yeah, and the cool thing is, you know, there's so much material and so much story that we honestly, that, you know, Scott came up with the storyboard artist Mike Backett, and he's they came up with some incredible stuff. But the problem is when you start putting it together and you're dealing with, okay, anything over 60 seconds is too long. It's just too long on TikTok. You're going to lose people. The algorithm is going to, just not pick it. That's what we understand anyway, right? So the problem is it's sort of a mystery what people will get to see and click on. And that's funny. But we do know that if you're releasing, you know, a 2 or 3 minute video on TikTok, it's not going to be favorable. And so there's like this magic sweet spot in the 30 to 40 second range, theoretically, that, you know, is where the algorithm likes to kind of push. And that is a big challenge, a big challenge when you're kind of trying to tell a story, right? Like, it's super stuff, serialized kind of super, but
we're losing you there, Mike.
I went mute just because I thought you would jump in.
Okay. Yeah, no, I'll tell you, like, I envisioned these episodes being about a minute long each, right? And so once we got into the post process, and Mike and Michael Lee, and they really wanted to cut it down about half of that, which when you start to be somewhat married to certain shots, like there are shots that I really, really loved, you know? And so when those shots get cut on the back end, you're like, oh, I want that shot so bad. But you see it all coming together and you're like, okay, I can live with the fact that that's gone. But you really do. You start to get invested in certain shots, right? And that's really hard for me when I see those things kind of fall and you don't get to see those shots in the final piece.
Yeah, I think, I mean, for what we saw so far, it turned out perfect. I mean, the audience that was in here today, they loved it. And I'm looking at his TikTok. It's like, your project, Lethos, has 1 million views from 2 videos. So it's like, it'll probably get, after all said and done, probably close to what, 5+ million views. And who knows? I mean, this one got 3 times as much. Was it because it was released a bit earlier? Maybe more people watched it. Who knows how the algorithm works? But so far, absolutely crushing it. And I think you guys are definitely the first, from what I've seen in this space, to target the TikTok audience, right? It's like most people in this space, they go YouTube, they go Twitter, which you guys have done, but to go after the biggest influencers, like it's dope. And you guys absolutely crushed episode 1 and 2. I'm excited to see episode 3. Mike, I know we have this tweet here. You're on mobile here, but I'll pull it up.
Yep.
Can you explain this tweet? I'll go ahead and retweet it for anybody that's in the audience, but it's about the top 117. Can you kind of explain what this is? The card packs of the Lethos Asphalt?
Yeah, so Mei Chan, who is the CEO of Hashpack, which is, the biggest wallet, most widely used wallet on Hedera, she mentioned an idea when I showed her, we were trying to figure out what exactly digital collectibles we would make beyond the sort of six cover set that represent what's happening in each episode. And honestly, I wasn't really thinking, beyond that at the moment. But I showed her the storyboards for the movies that we were making, and she's like, "Wow, these would be make really great digital collectibles or NFTs." And I thought, well, that would be kind of cool, and it kind of had me thinking back to when I was growing up. All this stuff is like all retro fascinating to kind of apply to Web3, but it's like when I was growing up, I watched, Star Wars, Empire Strikes Back, go to the store and then get the collectible cards that are frames from the movies. Well, this is sort of a play on that, but it's using the storyboards for now. I think we're if people like this, we may do like the episode, the Empire Strikes Back type of thing. But what I love about this is it's allow you to see how much love and care and work went into building these almost like a movie. I mean, really, it is a movie. So we started at the storyboard phase, did pre-visualization for some of them, which is even crazier. But in the storyboard phase, it created these opportunities to have like these little collectibles. So we're not, having people pay for them. The idea was, just give them away,
Nice.
Make it a contest. But there's only 117 and one gold one that's going to have a bunch of extra perks. Like, we haven't revealed what those will be yet. So that'll go to the person who gets that, and that gold card. To make it fair on that one is actually going to be whoever gets the top of the leaderboard in the contest. And the contest is very simple. All you have to do is go, to, different partners within this and basically, like or tweet like Michael Lee's, videos, and just engage in this kind of campaign, help support what we're trying to do, and then get one of these cool cards. And then, these currently are going to be the rarest thing that really we've released. So I'm really excited to see how people react to that when they have them.
They look
Definitely
great, Mike.
Yeah, I just retweeted it too, guys. So if anybody's in the chat, 120 people still in here. If you guys want to enter to win some of these collectibles, I just retweeted it. It's at the top of my page. And Scott, before we get into some of the behind the scenes stuff, I know you had that. Mike, I was just wondering if we could get an update here from you regarding it's been a few months since we chatted, regarding the game, regarding the token. I know you have this massive partnership. Are there still plans to launch a crypto associated with Lethos? And where are you guys at on the game? Obviously, it's a AAA game. It's going to take a little while, but where are you guys at with that? Still expected in production?
The game is underway. These things take time, so we're going to be years away from you seeing and playing the final game. But maybe we'll have alpha beta releases along the way, and demos that we can have the community give us some feedback on. But that's a ways out. So because we want to bring our AAA PlayStation type background into the space. You can't just whip something up and then deliver it, unfortunately, in 6 months, which is sort of what a lot of the Web3 games are. But the goal here is to build something that's a little bit bigger, a universe, an IP, narrative driven but multiplayer, competitive, and so in terms of a token, we are looking at that as a currency for Lethos in the long term, but we need to make sure that the token is tied to the game economy in a way that does not hurt the game economy. And so there aren't a lot of great examples of that yet. So we're really working, digging deep into how to do that, how to make something that stays valuable, right? So it doesn't just deflate, and hurt the game.
Yeah.
Mike,
It's,
when can
it's
people
thing.
actually see the comic books?
So the first issue will be released first week of March. First week of March, the first issue will be available for sale. You can actually pre-order it now, but it'll be delivered in the first week of March. And the second issue is completed in pencils, and then just has to go through the inking and coloring process. And then that one which will follow probably about 4 weeks after issue 1. And then we'll have hopefully a monthly or a 6-week cadence until we release all 6 issues. So 6 is our kind of 5 and 6 those are our numbers.
Very nice. Awesome. Thank you for that update. And Scott, did you have some behind the scenes stuff that you want to share?
I did. I brought some. I'm not sure if I know how to present.
So on the bottom, you see you can hit present, and then you'll be able to share your actual windows that you have. Okay. It'll pop up in the tab. You can share your tab or your window, and you can select that, and I'll pull up your screen. You can share us any behind the scenes stuff you got.
Sure.
Yeah, and you can do the Chrome tab or you can do the window. I usually do the window, so it's you don't have to. You can go back and forth.
Well, if I'm sharing the entire screen though, is it like?
Yep, we can see your entire screen now.
Okay, so I'm trying. These are just some of the. This was actually the set. Can you see that?
I'm gonna pull it up now. Make it a little bit bigger. There you go.
So that was the set that we pulled together. We kind of made it look like sort of giant speakers, and this little area right here was the extraction tube.
Crazy.
So the idea, the sort of the basic idea is that our villain, Slider Jesus, you guys can look him up as well. His name is Slider Jesus. He was our bad guy, right? So the idea was kind of that he sort of takes Michael Lee's little brother Jonathan captive, and him and the scientists that sort of work at his lair are sort of sucking the TikTok powers out of the younger brother Jonathan, and Michael has to come save the day and bring Jonathan back to the real world. So they get sucked into the world of Ashfall, and then the story unfolds at that point. But this was kind of the layer where they're extracting powers from the younger Jonathan.
Very nice.
And we just kind of cobbled that all together, but it looked cool on camera. So this is actually Jonathan on the tube.
There you go.
Put some red lighting in, and you'll see that in episode. Actually, you saw it in episode 2.
Yeah, we saw a sneak peek of that.
Yeah. Here is. Can you see this?
Yep.
So that's Slider.
Scary. Yeah. Who is that? Slider Jesus?
Yeah.
He looks creepy.
Yeah, you really should check him out online. He's on all the different social media platforms.
Slider Jesus.
Michael Mumbauer, who's on the call with us right now, found this guy just randomly and reached out to him, and it just kind of all worked out. It's really kind of fascinating how it all came together.
There's Mike. How you doing, brother?
Hey, sorry. So one of the things that, it's so funny is that we were putting the thing together. The universe works in mysterious ways. Sometimes it just throws you a bone when you need one. And we had this awesome series and this hero and this idea, but obviously the series is really about Michael and his brother, and it's not really tied to the Ashfall world. It's just sort of inspired by certain elements of it. And so we knew we were going to do an influencer kind of kind of story, and it felt like, well, is there a villain? Like, who would be the villain in this thing? And then this guy just slid into my TikTok or Instagram. I don't know where he slid in from. I was like, what is this? And he was like, Rob Zombie met Freddy Krueger and they had a baby.
Yeah.
Like, this was so cool. I was like, Scott, look at this. Like, this is the villain. Like, we gotta see if we can get this guy and make him the villain of the series. so we, cold called him, figured out a way to get a hold of him, and he agreed, and it was just magical having them together.
Yeah.
Are you guys seeing the shots that I'm pulling up?
Yeah, we have it up right here. We got it looks like a little kid
I'm
going into a
back,
portal.
I'm now back onto the Mike Bakich, his storyboards. He really is a spectacular artist that helped us pull this thing together, and I think he deserves a lot of credit. But just, I mean, look how detailed these storyboards are. Look at this.
So did he draw this, or is this made online?
No, he's drawing all this stuff.
Insane.
Yeah. So
wow.
That's kind of it. That's all I got for you.
Nice. Yeah, it looks incredible. The project is looking great. So we should expect episode 3 on Super Bowl Sunday.
We may be dropping it earlier. So
really,
yeah, I'm actually just doing some finishing touches on. We got some final color coming in. Again, it's going through a pretty elaborate process for a TikTok movie, but again, we wanted to do this right, and so yeah, so the final touches on that, and the score was done by Ludwig Forssell, who is renowned for his music on Hideo Kojima games like Metal Gear Solid 5 and Death Stranding.
He really is. I'm a huge fan of this guy, and I would actually tell your audience, Jake, that if you're going to watch these episodes, make sure that you have earbuds in or headphones, because it's all in stereo, so like the sound goes from side to side, and
yeah,
it's a much better experience with headphones on. I think
it's incredible. You guys literally took, like, you're in the crypto space. No one's doing this. You took your prior experience, 20 plus years in making like badass stuff, into the crypto space. And then you also targeted one of the biggest influencers on TikTok, and you're crushing it. It's impressive. Very impressive to see.
Thanks, Jake. Appreciate that, man.
Yeah, man. It's all Scott. I'm basically, just causing him misery every day. But when it's all over and done, you can come back and look back and say, hopefully it was worth it.
Well, we actually said that, right? Like, there was a point where we were like, look, this is not going to be easy, but at the end of the day, we're going to look at each other and say, yes, we accomplished. We did it,
I think halfway through or 40% through, you guys should be smiling because it's looking great. Over 1 million views, which is insane. And working with, like I said, one of the biggest influencers. Anything else for the audience regarding the project, regarding Sunday's episode before we wrap it up?
I think that we should look into creating an episode for Jake Gagan, like make him one of the stars of the show.
I think Jake, you need to be the next episode villain. What do you think?
How do we do that, man? Let's make it happen.
Do you want to be the villain? Are you the hero or are you the villain?
I think he's the hero.
I think I'm the hero, but you know what? Man. It depends on what we're talking about, right? It depends on what we're talking about, but I would love that. We got to make that happen, gentlemen.
I think it's very possible. Get Gilbert Burns to star. Maybe it'll be you and Gilbert.
Right, exactly.
Yeah. Can you make it where I knock him out or something like that? Like, can we make that happen? You make me like 40 foot tall and I take down Gilbert. Scottish Crypto, he said, best TikToker, now you have the best YouTuber helping your project. Hey, this is my brother, family, and also a good friend, Michael Mumbauer, who we met in person. Gentlemen, we appreciate you coming on here. Anytime you want to give updates or talk about the project, you're more than welcome on the channel.
Thanks, Jake. Thanks for having us. It was great. Sorry I wasn't on camera.
No worries, Mike. And honestly, the viewers, as soon as you got on camera, the viewers started going up. We got some ladies in here that are probably like, oh, yeah, who's that good looking lad down there?
All right. Thanks, everybody.
Thank you, guys.
Happy Friday.
Happy Friday. Go out and crush it. We appreciate everybody that tuned in today. We will see you guys on Monday for Macro Mondays. Don't miss it. The Doom King. It's news that you don't want to hear, but it's news that you got to hear, guys. On Monday, come join us, 9 a.m. PST. And that's the show. That's Alethos, guys. We appreciate you. Enzi was like, yep, you are right. Gino said the drunken master. We don't even drink that much. How are we a drunken master? Can't be a drunken master if you don't drink that often. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Great stream today. Slider Jetus, go look him out. That was my brother Scott. That was Michael Mumbauer from Lethos team. Appreciate all of your guys' support. We will see you all on Monday. Monday. Doc Hughes, thank you so much. He's a member for 18 months. Doc Hughes, thank you so much. Miles Journey, hopefully you're running while listening to the stream. We appreciate you guys. Yeah, my brother hit me up. He's like, yo, can we get on the show and talk about the project? I was like, of course, your family. You're literally blood. It's literally my blood brother. So, good stream. I'm taking the weekend off, guys. I am going to rest and feel better. Bree, we love you. Doc, we love you. We're cool. How do you contact me? Slide in my DMs. Take it easy, guys. happy Friday. Go get some sun. Have some fun. We'll see you on Monday. Oh, yeah, we're going to be live on Twitter today. Forgot. 3 p.m. Come join us at 3 p.m. Peace, guys. Good stream. Bye, NZ. Have a good weekend. Drink some Celsius, guys. Cheers. Love you. Peace.